Okay, so this is video number 3 for receiver techniques, and in this video we're going to talk about blocking, stock blocking. The rules that I give my guys, it's stock, settle, and exchange. So we've talked about all the stemming and how that works. So whenever you're doing your stock blocking part of that, okay, where's the route? Where's the ball going to be ran? Is it inside? Is it outside? So that's going to let you know where you need to be working for your leverage. You know, if you're getting something from the offense is doing something like this, you know that you want to get. So what are you going to do? You know, you're going to stem and you're going to work for that outside shoulder because the ball is going to go outside. Okay, so that's your stock, and you're going to look to settle. You're not looking for the home run hit here, man. You're not looking. You're not looking to get him, man. Bam, knock him out of the game. You're looking to stock. You want to settle. I apologize. I'm going to use the black marker. Get up there. You're going to settle. Now you're going to exchange. Looking to absorb and annoy. If you've ever done chicken fighting in the pool, it's kind of like that, man. You're just annoying. And listen, if you can get up into that player, don't hold. You know, you don't want an 80-yard touchdown, and it's coming back holding on number whatever. And that's your number. You're like, oh man, I just took a touchdown off the field from my buddy, off the scoreboard. If you can engage and you can be close and you can keep your feet hot, you can stay balanced, and you can stay in between the defender. You can stay in between the defender and your dude, then that's great. But anytime that your arms get extended and you got a hold of them, I can assure you, Mr. Official, it's going to be like, yellow cloth's coming out, play's going to come back. So again, stock, settle, exchange, and this is just for a running play, right? This is our running play to the outside. So now the next play, there could be cases that your coach tell you, we're going to run, whatever it is. We're going to run a quarterback counter, plays here. So really and truly, this guy here, he's just really not going to be a big part of this play. He could be. But if this play is designed to hit here, maybe if you're asked to be a blocker in this play, maybe you do cut that guy off, or maybe they even tell you, man, try to get to the safety. I don't know. And so if that's the case, you're the stock settle exchange. Now you're stem, and you're just like, there's no stem. You're sprinting to get over here. This is the conversation you'd have with your coach. If they're like, we just need you to maintain the same type of idea. It's a toss play over here. Plays away from you. They said, we're not going to ask you to try to get to that free safety. That's just too much. So just do your same stuff. Wall him off. Don't let that guy get there. And what happened? Here's the next thing. He's eventually going to get past you unless you're just an absolute dude beast. I'm going to tell you. So he's eventually going to get free. All right, he's going to be a part of that play. Are you done? No. Go look for work. Look for it. He beats you now. Go find somebody else. Somebody else is going to be peeling, trying to be a part of this play. Not the offensive lineman, but somebody is going to try to be a part of this play. And maybe after this guy beats you, find somebody else. Can you hit them in the back? No. You need to be able to see their numbers. You need to lead with your hands. If you lead with your shoulder and they don't see you especially, you're going to be penalized. It's going to be a blindside hit. You must always lead with your hands. If you can't see the front of their numbers, you can't be in contact with them. It'll get you for a block in the back. So, stock, settle, exchange, looking to absorb and annoy. Keep your hands close together inside on the defender. The fast heat. I'm looking at my notes here. If you get called to do a crackback block, and I realize there may be situations that you're out here by yourself. I get it, but you follow your rules. And the only other case I could think of that you may be asked to get somebody that's not primarily lined up on you, again, it may be a situation that they ask you, talk to your coach and say, look, if I get cover 2 right here, plays away from me, you may climb for safety, you may just try to take care of my dude. Because what happens right here, if you're chicken fighting with this guy right here, this fight's going to be over in a matter of a couple seconds because it's just hard to block somebody in the open field, and he's going to end up getting loose. And that's fine. And then you're looking for somebody else to block. That's okay. But the facts are that the timing on this could be better that, plays here. You're climbing. He's finally recognizing you're able to get here. And the timing, whenever this play potentially gets on this level, the timing works out that you're able to absorb and annoy that guy as he's passing by. And that's what we absolutely want at the end of the day. But back to the crackback. You got to play, an outside play coming to your side. And they said, listen, we want a crackback block. We're not even going to block the corner. We just want to get a one-on-one with the F in the corner, whatever it means. We can talk about a million different schemes that gets that to happen. But so listen, we want you to crack back on the mic, on the wheel, the SAM or the wheel. So you get double crack back calls to your side. So he's going to let that dude go. He's going to go to, he's going to go to the first guy to the inside of him. Bam, crack back. You're going to crack back here. You must lead with your hands. Lead with your hands first. If you're shouldering that dude, if you're worried about mistakenly lead with your head and he ain't paying no attention and you just get that all-star, beautiful, once-in-a-lifetime hit, it's going to come back because you're going to be penalized. Those hits are not tolerated anymore. You must lead with your hand. Leading with your hands is going to soften that blow. It's still going to be a sweet blow because it's going to be hand-shoulder. It's going to be hand-shoulder right now. Bam, you got him. But you must lead with your hands. You must lead with your hands. And if you cannot see this defender's front numbers and your head's not in front of that defender, whether you lead with your hands or not, it's going to come back. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty going in the wrong direction. So those are very crucial parts to the blocking. And that's the gist for me. There's lots of stuff that I would do, that I'm going to call turn blocking, where we're going to crack back, and it looks like we're flaring, but that's all comes down to schematics. The techniques are the same. The last things that I would like to look at, we can look at just some simple routes. If you find yourself in a situation where the coach says, I want you to run what I call a fast screen, and everybody's terminology is different. But for me, a fast screen, and understand that all these ideas and all these concepts work to both sides, but we just focused over here today. You need to flip it if you're over here. It's the same deal. My X and my Z receivers and my 2x2, 3x1 stuff, they never would change sides. But my inside guys would, and they would a lot, so they had to understand how to do these things from both sides. So while we talk about this, think about the techniques, think about the process, and if you're on one side, it's one way. If it's on the other side, it's the other way. It's the same steps and the same process. So if your coach says, man, I like for you to run a fast screen, what I call a fast screen. Some people call them a key, some call them a smoke, but you get soft leverage, soft inside or outside leverage from the defender, doesn't even matter. Let's say that they're going to apex from number 2. So, man, listen, if I'm the coach and I'm just looking out here, I'm like, daggone, there is grass out here galore. So you got 2 options. You got the fast screen for the X, which means we're just going to raise up and hit that guy right now. That's my fast screen. It's just boop, right there. What I ask my X to do is fast hands, fast feet. You're just running in place, pumping your hands and your feet. And if he's happened to look at you and he sees all this movement from you, you may get a little bit of a bail from that guy. He's seeing fast hands and fast feet. Like, that dude's running a 4.40. I gotta bail. I gotta go. So if you're getting that screen right there, those fast hands and fast feet for just a second, and then bam, you're turning and you're looking for the ball, could allow you to get more separation. So now, let's say that the coach says, man, I still like this curl flat area. I like the fast screen. We hit the X. Now we're coming back. We're going to run the bubble/flare to number 2. So my flare would be like this. That's irrelevant how you do it, flare or bubble. He's getting it. He's flaring. He's going to get the ball. So now what I ask for my number 1 receiver to do is to block MDM. So we know, in this case, he's getting it. It could be a fast screen that you just ran. It could be the bubble. It could be whatever. But we know that he is getting it, and he's coming outside. I got to block MDM. I got to take care of my dude. He's going to take care of me. So who's MDM? Most dangerous man. Who is the biggest threat to disrupt this play and or make the tackle? You know, if you got this case right here, this guy right here has apexed, and this is a judgment call. This is going to be something you talk to your coaches about, something that you have to figure out. In this case, you know, if you get all this, I'm saying, man, he's already got leverage right here. I'm probably saying that the most dangerous player is the corner. So I'm just right now, you know, I'm gonna work to get that. He's gonna catch it. He's too far away. We've already out leveraged him. Boom, to the house. Most dangerous man is going to be corner. If we get a situation where the linebacker has matched up, so we know we talked about apex, we talked about matched up positions. So now he's matched up on number 2. We've called the flare. We got the flare coming down. So now, who is the MDM for the X? In this situation, I'm going to say it's that Will/Sam linebacker. So what am I going to do? This guy right here is playing off. He's pretty close to number 2. Who is MDM? I'm saying it's going to be the Will. So right now, boom, here I come. Schmack. Got him. We can get the flare. We got a lot of distance between these two guys. He's going to get it in his hands. He's going to go score. Again, remember, lead with your hands first right here. Make sure your head is across. All the same components that you'd be doing from a crackback. All right. Now, so that's fast screen. That's how you block the flare or the screen to number 2. If you get what I call is a solid screen, jailbreak screen, in those cases you get something like this. It's really irrelevant if you're getting it. If it's going to number 2, you're going to block it the same way that you would for anything else as far as a run. You're going to try to work the stem. You're going to get there. But let's say the play's coming to you as the X. Okay, so for a solid or a jailbreak, what you're going to get on some level, everybody does it different. And I failed to mention this. He should be blocking the MDM for you whenever you're running that fast screen. And it's just fast hands, fast feet right now. But let's say you get a solid. And what a solid or a jailbreak means is that they're going to get these dudes, maybe even more, out in space for you. It's a great design. I'm going to say that this guy is not here, and I'm going to put him right here. And so what I'm going to show you is I'm going to give you some kind of a run action. Probably want to run this into the short side of the field so there's not as much space between the quarterback and the X, or we can squeeze and bring everybody in closer. You know, X is now here, H is here, but in either case, just trying to paint a picture here. We're going to give some kind of a run action right here, and these guys could be, I don't know, they could show run blocking action, they could be pass setting, but whatever the case may be, they're eventually going to get out in space. So if you get a solid, if you get a jailbreak, you're going to take 3 hard steps up. And listen, you got to think about it. Do I have press coverage? This don't matter if you got press. You got to follow all your same rules. All of your same rules that you would any other time. So I'm going to push this up for 3 hard steps. 1, 2, 3. His job should be to come flat, looking for your defender to trail you. So once you push up 1, 2, 3, you're retracing your steps. As you retrace and he tries to retrace, this now puts this guy into a perfect angle to block. The catch should be made about right here. And during all this, by whatever release was taken, be that here or pass set, these guys are coming out and they're getting involved. And then we should see this receiver get up underneath. So that's your solid. That's your jailbreak of a type of idea. And I could take you through the out, the dig, the hitch, the stop. But the facts are you're going to stem, burst, stick, head nod, or you're working single sticks, you're working brush buys. All of the routes, you're using these techniques. Now, we can get into a situation. You can get into a situation if you run in a post, and you got it too high. You talk to your coach. I mean, for me, if I'm asking to run a post against this by my X, I'm probably cheating in my alignment, and I'm actually wanting him to stem and try to get leverage on that safety to that side. And that's a bit of a stretch. So we've cheated in our alignment here. H is here. They're not there. So bam, I'm trying to get to this stem where I can stick nod post, and I can get to this grass right here. And maybe I've done something over here to remove that guy. He's bailing, but all of this, it works in everything. You just got to know if you got man, what's your approach? Are you brushing by a single stick? Swimming right now? All of the components are there. So may pick up another one with techniques and responsibilities. It's another page, and it's just some standard stuff. But we may pick up another time talking about be prepared, pay attention to detail, inside foot up, all the pretty standard stuff. So that's it for now. May pick up a techniques and responsibilities check sheet later on. So we'll call that a day for now.